In your book, you emphasize on OVB, that is omitted variable bias. In my field of market mix modeling, it happens all the time. A variable that needs to be included in the model is somehow missed. And then to solve this problem, we kind of, take leverage of, the instrumental variables. I know you already talked about instrumental variables before. Are there examples from your work life where you kind of missed the key variable at the first go, but then, kind of brought it in as an instrumental variable later on?
Yeah, there's one. I don't think I can talk about this one. Let me think. There's another one. Yeah. Okay. So one issue that we have with credit card is premium credit cards, right? So I don't know how is the market in the US. Probably pretty similar to Brazil. Like you can have the basic credit card, or you can have a premium black credit card, which is much more expensive to the bank, but ideally would attract a heavy spender customer, and that would compensate. Now, you cannot, like, usually those credit cards, they come with a fee. The premium credit card comes with a fee, or they come with some sort of condition, right? You have to have X invested in the bank, or you have to have spend above a certain level, something like that. So although you could randomize, right? You could randomize availability to the card, like this group of people don't get the card and this group of people get the card. What happened is that the portion, so you have a control group, you have a treatment group, but on the treatment group, the vast majority of customers don't get the premium credit card. Only a small percentage of people get the credit card. And this is a classic example of IV, which is basically what we call non-compliance. You assign the treatment, but only a minority of people actually take the treatment. So you have to use IV to solve for that. Again, IV, I think it's very useful when randomization, when you really cannot do randomization, you might get away with using IV. And the alternative, I think it's not very compelling, which is, okay, only a small group of people used the credit card. Let's try to find in the control group a group of similar people to those ones that got the credit card. Probably those are people with higher income. Those are people with very good credit scoring. Those are people with good jobs. But as a bank, we don't know. This is what omitted variable bias is, right? So what information we have about our customers? We don't have income. We have credit scoring. We have their deposits. We have whatever data they have with us, but we don't have if they have investments, I don't know, elsewhere in other banks. So there's a lot of things we don't know, and those are the omitted variables, right? We don't know how people are, so we might not make this pairing correctly. We might just, let's say that we only know about their credit score, so we might pair people in the treatment group with high credit score with people in the control group with high credit score. And we might claim that they are equal. But there's a lot of stuff we don't know. Maybe these people have high credit score, but also have high income or a high paying job, and this stuff that we don't know. And the people that we're pairing them with don't have a high income or don't have a very good job. And this is what omitted variable bias is. We might try to make the treated and the untreated group comparable, but because we don't know everything about them, the pairing might not make them comparable enough because there's stuff we don't know.
Yeah.